How does that work within the whole B2W suite?
For instance, inventory management, and it has an inventory module and a purchase order module. I was told a couple of years ago, like, you need a fancy software just for inventory. I was like, no, Maintain will work. This will work. And we made it work. Is it perfect? No, but we have maximized one single pane of software.
And then there was some stuff that was added by the B2W to support the things that you wanted to do. Could you explain?
For instance, couple more KPIs that weren't already available. One was mean time between failure, and that tracks the amount of hours that are on a machine since the last failure and calculates the difference, and then does an average based upon different categories of equipment. And you can dial in to see, wow, do we have a problem? Are we getting worse? Or are we getting better with our reliability? So we needed some reliability metrics. And so that was one example. It did not exist. We went and created it. And B2W was willing to, be part of the creative process. But back on that mean time between failure example, we had to get creative with that, because it wasn't a true, it's the way we designed it. And it was based upon, did we call that work order an emergency work order or not? It's really called mean time between emergency work order, emergency failures. It's not just the one we designed, because we could design more if we wanted to. But we really just wanted to say, are we having less emergency work orders than we did a year ago or 6 months ago, 5 years ago? You got to classify your work orders, because how do you know what to do first? We need to prioritize on the crews that have the most cost per downtime. And for us, that's asphalt paving. And so if it revolves around the paving train, that gets a category 1 work order. So anyway, we want to track the time between the category 1 work orders, and that's how we have our report designed through B2W. If you don't classify stuff, then every work order comes in, you just do it as you receive it, and that's not efficient for the bottom line at the end of the year. Let's have a backlog that we can rely on and pick from when things are less urgent. Okay, now say we slow down a little bit, we can go to our backlog, and then that's one thing that's B2W, you can schedule off the backlog, simple drag it on the schedule, drop it, and there you go. And that's also another measurement of shop efficiency is backlog. How healthy is your backlog? If you have 0 backlog, something's not right. You either have way too many mechanics, or the field, your customer's not calling things in.
But how has PM performance changed with the Maintain?
Now we have probably 5 years of good history, and we are improving our one of the metrics is PM compliance. Okay. Now the way we have it calculated, it's very stringent. It's a very hard yes or no. Are you 1 hour over when it was supposed to be done? And then it fails. It's like a pass or fail. So our numbers internally, I feel like, are a little stricter than maybe some of the industry, the way we calculate it, because there's no variance. It's either, are you 1 hour late or were you on time? So, but with that said, like I said, I think our goal is 80 to 85%. So what we try to hover at. We just kind of do it rudimentary, like, was it on time or not? Yes or no?